Hey girl, so when I was applying my nails, I realized there was a gap between my nail and the artificial nail. And if the gap isn't closed, buildup of bacteria takes its place and fungus grows, and we don't want that, okay? We just we don't want it. So when I was applying it, I realized there's this like huge gap there. And let me just tell you how hard it was to remove this nail from my actual nail after using this glue. Hard as hell. So just be careful, all right? Because the removal process isn't easy after a week or two's wear, okay? So since there's buildup of gel in here, I want to remove it and remove any buildup of gel that was left on my nail, right? So I already filed off glue from this nail, and this is just a comparison. This actually had a bit of a gap too, and I realized after the fact, so I removed this one too. Girl, it was only stuck on the edges, okay? And removing this was such a hassle. And mind you, it only stuck to the edges. So this one was way easier to remove than this one, because this one, although there was like a huge gap in the center, it was glued to the two sides like fairly well. So just keep that in mind when you guys are applying your nails. Be careful, take your time. I wasn't taking as much time as I would have hoped for, because I made mistakes. And I'm just going in with my electric nail file to remove any glue buildup, so I'm able to apply the nail back to my nail without a problem. Okay, and if this is going too fast for you guys, you can lower the speed. But this is, oh, see, we don't want you going over the nail and getting onto the pretty color. We just want you to remove the inside of the buildup, nothing else. Okay, so I'm gonna stop and I want to show you the file I got. So this is Medley Susie, or however you say it. I got this from Amazon. So if you find yourself constantly applying press-ons, I would highly suggest investing in one of these. I don't remember the price, but I remember that it was fairly affordable because I bought it, and I don't typically buy things that are expensive. I do know that they also have these at pharmacies like Rite Aid, because the very first e-file that I did own came from Rite Aid. However, it wasn't the best of the best, but it was something to start me off with. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the thumb. And for the thumb, you can see here that there's like some glue right here. It's not inside, it's on the edge. So I can buff that off with a regular file. The thing you do not want to touch, well, you just can't touch with the inside. Like, you can't use this to go like inside. Like, it's just pretty hard. So I would just say that the best bet is to go with this. It will probably take you forever just using a regular file. And I just wanted to bring you girls along for this video, because I'm over here trying to show you guys a how-to video, and then, you know, these little inconveniences happen, and I'm pretty sure like it won't just happen to me. It'll probably happen to someone else, or it probably has happened to someone else, and they didn't know how to fix it, so they just threw their nails away and they gave up on it. Girl, you do not have to give up on your nails. You paid a pretty penny for your nails. Either they were handmade or store-bought. That was money spent, and you don't want to throw away like money, basically. And you want your nails to be banging, all right? So just take your time to avoid this. But you know, if you can't like avoid this, and you know you find yourself in the same situation as I have, here's the solution. I'm pretty sure like you don't have to file as much as I am here. I just want to make sure, you know what I mean, that it sticks this time around. And what I did notice was I heard a clicking sound every single time like my nails went in. However, I didn't hear it for this nail. So that can be like an indicator that the nail didn't completely adhere, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but if the same thing happens to you and you find yourself hearing like a clicking sound, meaning like your nail clung to your, like your artificial nail clung to your actual nail and makes like that pop sound, indicating like, girl, we set, it's stuck, it's not going anywhere, that's a good sign. Like if you hear that. But if you've constantly been hearing it and all your nails have been clicking and, you know, glued together, but one of them doesn't do that, check your nail, girl. Check your nail. Check to see if there's any space in between the nails, because you do not want gaps. I'm telling you, you don't want gaps. I'm sorry I'm like yelling, but it's so important that you don't have these gaps, because you don't want buildup of bacteria, you don't want fungus, and you don't want to be crying, going to the ER or something, especially during this pandemic. Okay, that's the last thing we want. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could take care of like nail fungus or stuff from home, but I'm just being cautious. Okay, again, you want to remove any shine from the nail. Okay, I would say let's use the alcohol wipe, but it's all dried up. You see, girl, you see that? But you know what, I'm not even going to stress it, because there are little like oil spots or what shine from like what the glue did. But since I shaved off the inside of this, I don't feel the need, because like there's obviously no shine in here, so the glue will adhere to my nail, okay, without a problem. So girl, why am I scared? Because I don't want this to happen again. So I'm gonna apply the drop to the center of my nail, and I don't want to go overboard with the glue, and I think I have, so I'm just gonna remove some of that excess glue. Girl, you see that? And then you want to move fast, because I feel like this glue, yo, it works so fast. I didn't hear the pop. I did not hear the pop. But I do know that I am applying so much pressure, because I do not want my nail to have any space. Do you see a space? No space. No space in between the nail. No space. Don't allow no room for space to take place. No gap. No gap. So you don't necessarily need to hear the click or pop, whatever the hell I was hearing earlier, obviously, but just a good indicator. I don't know, like if you can replay my how-to video and if you were able to hear the sound that I'm talking about when I put some of the nails on. It was just like a little pop or a click, and I was like, what? Like, that's strong. And then for the e-file, these are the different like thingy-majiggers that you can put. So you could remove this and you could use either one of these. I think that's enough pressure for the nail. Again, I'm gonna check to see if there's any gaps in between. No gaps. Apply pressure to all edges, because we don't want nothing popping off. Remove all the shine from here earlier. And that's okay, because we removed all the shine from in the nail. I know before today or before this set, I usually found myself using this nail file and actually doing this to all the nails regardless if glue got stuck or not. I would like drill the inside so there's like no shine, and it adheres to my nail once my nails are completely dry and prepped, just for more adhesion. But I feel like if you prepare the nail, they're gonna stick. So, but that's something that I found myself doing before. And if you guys, I don't know, just a little tip just in case you guys were interested in trying that as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm like afraid that this nail is going to leave a damn gap. Oh my god, I think that's a gap. What the fudge? Is that a gap? When I tell you I'm not trying to be out here looking like a fool. Look at how perfect this nail looks, yo. Of course, I gotta clean up the edges where the glue stuck. But doesn't it look like acrylic? Like, all right, let me stop. No space, like no gap. All right, good. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right, we good. And there it is, girl. There it is. If you ever find yourself having gaps, pop those bad boys off as soon as possible. You don't want it to hurt, because it hurt taking off, because they were on there and they were only on there for a couple seconds, possibly a minute or so. But if you ever find yourself in that situation, use one of these drills, drill the nail buildup inside, like inside the artificial nail, and you want to file off any glue left on your nail. Adhesion. All right, guys, thank you for watching and tuning in. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me or email me any questions. Ciao.